Welcome to visit Extenics channel. It is the class 8. I'm continue introduce China original discipline Extenics. All my class is based on my entry-level book named Extenics Logic of Innovation, published in the last year December. Every time or every class, I'll repeat again what is Extenics. It is include extension theory, extension innovation method, and extension engineering from the new science in China. It is an original China new science discipline and study the possibility of extending things, rules, and methodology of developing innovation with formalized patterns for solving contradiction problems. That's why we say the nature of the innovation is start from solving contradictions. This time we go to the 4 steps of extension innovation method, and during the first introduction, we'll talk about generative idea, creative idea. Creative idea generation, for example, in Cote d'Ivoire, everyone needs to solve different type of problem creatively. Example, in our QCC quality control circle, we usually use the fishbone diagram, and it starts from man, machine, material methods to find those reasons and the method for improving or problem solving here. However, most of case we are use the brainstorming to solve that problem, find a new idea or creative idea. However, it depends on the combination of the member in QCC and their knowledge inherent, and it is the process of relatively high randomness. It's not so systematic and randomly through the brainstorming based on people. What is a combination of people? Usually in QCC have engineer, marketing, or other type of the QC team, etc. combination. However, I built a systematic innovation method in 2013. It's named TRIS, and then I learned it is from the previous Surion Julian developer from Azure. He is consolidate all the pattern and the find pattern. However, the scope of TRIS mainly focus on technical machinery and user recruit a certain understanding of scientific and engineering background. Why? Because when you employ the contradiction table, we need to understand the 39 engineering parameters and 14 inventive principles. It's more in the physics, chemistry, and the basic idea is from your specific problem, become a general problem, use the contradiction table, find the general solution. This general solution is you have different contradictions from the engineering parameter and find the inventive principle and become your specific solution. The most last gap when I'm studying this method, I find that the whole method without talking about how you transfer general solution become a specific solution, even though you know some inventive principle. This depends on the user's inherent knowledge, and creativity is more like brainstorming at this point. This slide, so I have attended the TRIS level 1 and level 2, and from teacher from Dr. Michael Lee and Professor Su. So, if you would like to know more about the TRIS course level 1 and level 2, you can go to my link and in my blog, and there are some summary in here. But I can say Dr. Su teach us not only level 2, but I say it's a level 2.5 because some level 3 tools he also mentioned to us. And then in 2016, I met Professor Troyman, and I know the Extenics at that time, and it is very useful after several arrangements of his seminar in Hong Kong. And I go to Guangzhou to learn from him through the level 1, level 2, and level 3 have examination. If you are interested, you can through the link to see the summary of the course. Even though it is in Chinese, I translate in my summary in English. I believe this method can fit this gap, because this gap we have a systematic way from general solution become a specific solution, even though you are reduce the scope in 3 or 4 inventive principle, but how embroidered in your specific problem. And from 4 steps of extension innovation method can help, I believe. Extended guides user to think systematically and generate idea to solve the contradiction problem innovatively. I realize everybody can learn it and use it after you employ it. They are separated into 4 steps. First step is modeling. To expand things, use basic elements such as meta element, affair element, and relation element. In the past 3 classes, I introduced what is meta element, what is affair element, and what is the relation element and how the application. Second step is extension. Is extensibility of basic element. Based on meta element, affair element, and relations element, you can use extensible analysis and conjunction analysis to expand their possibility and find different ideas from here. It's a very important step. Third step is the transformation. After you have many ideas, you use some tools to transfer. It means the different combination. And based on the basic transformation operators, and also their conducting transformation. We will expand step by step in the later class. The last step is selection. You need to find the feasibility and the superior evaluation to get your optimized solution through this 4 steps. So today, it just introduced the 4 steps of extended innovation method. And at the end, I usually use Professor Troyman's photo to close each class. Is let us establish Chinese original new discipline, extended, and base extended to create a culture of innovation. Thank you for your attention. See you in next class. Bye.